Hello, everybody. How are you? Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know if you guys are watching the game or watching the commercials, or just kicking back today. But good to see you guys. Good to be back. Good to be here. Wanted to do the weekly energy update for you. Gosh, let's see. What is going on this week? Well, this week we have the sun moving through the I Ching genetic gate 49, and that is the catalyst for revolution and change. So, if you are getting ready to set your tone for the week, if you're, wanting to kind of get your intentions going, see what the baseline frequency is that we're all operating in. This week it's going to be about revolution. And so just take a look at your life and see where you're at. And, are you in the midst of a change in your life right now? If you are, this is great. This is going to be really supportive energy to help you, have the will to continue to push forward to ensure that that change takes shape. And if you don't, this is a great time to start thinking about, taking a look at your life and looking around and seeing what areas of your life are ready to take a new direction. And, where could you use a little boost with that? So, some don'ts to think about this week is don't get frustrated if change is not happening quick enough and just quit early. I can't tell you how many of my friends and just people that I talk to, I witness that happen on a regular basis. And I admit I'm guilty of that too. So sometimes we just need that little extra push, right? From either somebody else speaking it and reminding us of the fact that we do that, or just again knowing that you've got this energy this week to really help you make sure that you do get to the finish line. Another thing, don't hold on to unhealthy people. This is a great time to look at unhealthy patterns that you might have accumulated over the years, things that you think get you through or work for you, but when you really go deep, are they really healthy? Are they really in your best interest? Or is it just you've gotten into such a habit that you just operate on autopilot now? So yeah, just keep in mind things that are no longer good for you. It's time to purge, and it's time to start asking yourself, like, am I allowing unhealthy circumstances in my life because I'm afraid of dealing with the emotional energy that comes from having to change? Like, brings up a lot of fear. We always, when we're stepping into the unknown or something new. And then you, a lot of times, are dealing with guilt from, if you're trying to, purge unhealthy relationships, things like that. People might give you a hard time for it. But at the end of the day, your energy should be your highest priority, and your energy stems from really self love, a place of self worth and a place of self love. So, this is just a really great, positive, healthy week to really turn that focus inward and really contemplate where you can make some powerful changes in your life. So just kind of go through the next couple days as this energy is moving in and moving through us, and think about what you can let go of right now in your life to create room to align with higher principles. That's the other side of this gate 49, is dealing with aligning to higher principles and values, and up leveling yourself, right? Because when you value and align yourself with the relationships that support you, nobody says you have to get along with everybody. I did that for years. I felt like, oh my gosh, God forbid if like somebody doesn't like me, or if I don't make everybody else happy. But what about you? It's really about you putting your energy as a priority, and you being, discerning. Be choosy about who you give your energy to. What relationships are really of value and are worthy of the energy that you have to give, because we all have amazing energy to give. So the earth this week it's kind of a cool setup. It's grounding us. The earth is what grounds this energy in, and how we kind of move it through us in the gate 4, which is the gate of answers. And so this is a great time to really carve out some quiet time and contemplate. Just keeps coming up to me. It's interesting. I have gate 4 and gate 49 are my personality sun earth that I was born with. So this is like energy very near and dear to me. And I think somebody said once along the way that, remember, all the answers you need, they aren't out there. We are all such seekers in life that we spend so much time trying to see what the next guru has to say, or do this thing because, well, it worked for them. But really, we have everything we need within us. We just need to get quiet, and we need to get still, and we need to go within, and we need to think about what do we want to revolutionize in our life. Another cool thing about this week is on Thursday, the 11th, we've got a new moon happening in Aquarius. And it's so beautifully aligned with that 49th gate energy, because new moon energy is always a great time to explore what areas of your life you'd like to grow and expand. And new moons are a time of setting intentions. So instead of continuing with old patterns that aren't healthy for you, this week, let's set some really good, clear, solid intentions that we're putting out loud and clear for the universe to hear. And we're using this energy to, push that out and to just have that take off and see where it can go for us. So revolutionary is what you want to have when we go into this mindset, this meditation, these healing tones that we're going to do to calibrate ourselves with this energy here in a moment. So we're going to think about these new intentions, and we're going to think about not compromising our values, not quitting things too soon. Just because something gets a little bit hard for you, or you get a little bit frustrated, doesn't mean you have permission to just automatically quit. It's time to just step back, take a deep breath, and observe the situation. Yes, it may be time to let something go, but just don't be making those rash decisions that come from like a knee-jerk reaction of, oh, you know what, this is getting emotionally, deep for me, and this is territory I haven't maybe gone to before, and so it's scary, and I want to avoid intimacy, with somebody, so I'm just going to check out early, before I get hurt, kind of thing. So just be aware of these things coming up in your life, and what you need to work on. So the key of the 49th gate is the ability to sense when it's time to really hold on to your higher principles that support your value, and when it's time to purge the old and make room for the new. So just keep that in mind as we move into our healing tones. And so what I put into our biofeedback healing tones this week that I thought would be really good to help support our endeavors is obviously putting in the 49th gene key activation. And when I say gene key activation, that is targeting the specific amino acids that will that constitute these genetic codes and these genetic gates that we're trying to activate. So we're throwing the 49th gate in and the 4th gate in just to calibrate with that energy, make it even easier to get into the flow this week. And then I added 2 solfeggio tones, and those are Hertz frequencies. Again, these tones are all about just really resonating with the highest possible expression of the energy that we're talking about here. And so the 396 Hertz frequency is really, it's about liberating guilt and fear. And I think that's going to really help give us, that extra oomph that we need to take a look at what is healthy in our lives and what's not. And then the 417 hertz is tied to undoing situations that are no longer working for us and facilitating change. So, perfect one. Oh, Rhonda, hi. Hey, thanks for joining. And hello, beautiful to you too. You like my braids? These are my Rhonda inspired braids. I love it when you do that when you're out feeding your horses. Okay, so also adding spiritual protection of cutting cords. And if you're not familiar with what cutting cords are, they are just the connections, the electromagnetic, whatever you want to call it, connections that we have in our relationships. Which is why, like, for instance, a mother can sense, when something's happening with her children that are at school, we all have those energetic cords. And so this is just about, having that empowerment to cut the cords that no longer serve you. And then I added the Bach flower essence honeysuckle. And again, that's just supporting, us being able to facilitate change and to look at that with open arms and with possibility. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. And then, that's what we've got, those 5 things. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be really great, uplifting, empowering type of biofeedback tones tonight. So why don't we go ahead and we'll get started and just sit back, start to close your eyes, starting to take some deeper breaths. Focusing on that exhale, pausing at the end of that exhale before you take that next breath in. And starting to center and ground yourself into your heart space. That's the space of receptivity. And with this next deep breath, as you exhale, let's go ahead and drop that energy, drop that focus down through our torso, into our legs, through our feet, grounding our energy into Mother Earth, really feeling held and supported, grounded, and nurtured. Just like a big oak tree, putting our roots into the earth and just pulling up whatever we need for this week, whatever earth medicine we need to create the changes that we need to create. And with this next breath, start to pull that beautiful energy back up through your feet, through your legs, back up your torso into your heart space. And if you have any thoughts still swirling around in your mind, go ahead and gather them into a beautiful crystal ball of energy. And with this next exhale, drop that down into your heart space. That crystalline quartz purifying those thoughts and adding that love and light energy into your heart center so that we can receive these tones on a very powerful and level of change. Ah, that was beautiful. I don't know if you guys could see from your end, but this energy was so powerful. I have my office door closed just to keep the quiet while I do this. And my cat managed to bust in the office door, jumped up on the desk, and was like just out of range, like right here, just like seriously, like right next to the tones, soaking them up. So, pets know how energy works. So that's a really awesome sign. And I appreciate you all tuning in and wanting to, improve yourselves, get healthier, get more in line with the flow that is, what is setting the trajectory for the week. And when we can learn to surf and ride these waves, we can just magnify our potential and draw all the good that we want and need into our lives. So please continue to, share this group with anybody that you think would benefit from these healing tones. Let's continue to grow and build our community. We've been growing it so much. It's just wonderful to see. And I think a lot of people could use this and really benefit from it. So I love that Rhonda said, bring it. I like that attitude. I got that same attitude this week. So let's see what kind of magic we can make happen. And by all means, if you have any positive shifts in your life, from this discussion, from these tones, just from setting our intention, please share, because that's again how we just help support each other and really pump each other up for the week ahead. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. You can catch me on Muses at our Facebook show that I play off this group page at 10 a.m. Pacific time, or you can catch me live here at 5 p.m. Pacific time for the healing tones. So take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.